Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm reviewing a champagne that I just discovered. This is the Veuve Clicquot Extra Aged Extra Brut. And I saw this at a function I was just drinking. They were serving Veuve, and I know what Veuve tastes like. And it's like, I had to do a double take. It's like, what is this? And they told me it's Extra Brut, Extra Aged Extra Brut. I've actually never heard of this champagne. So it was first launched in 2017, and there's only been 4 vintages of this champagne. And if people know, LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy now owns a lot of champagne houses, include Ace of Spades, Ruinart, Krug, and also Veuve Clicquot. So I think this takes a little bit from the Krug idea of having multiple vintages create a really nice reserve wine. And so from Veuve Clicquot, it's always been a blend, the yellow label, but this is kind of a more specialized blend, and I'll kind of go through the differences between this and the yellow label, which is already a very good champagne. First of all, similarities. They're both Veuve Clicquot products. Generally, the blend is about the same, 50% Pinot Noir, 30% Chardonnay, and 20% Pinot Meunier. But that's where it ends in terms of the similarities. And this is a way different wine than or champagne than Veuve Clicquot. So first of all, it's double aged. In this situation, each edition is a little bit different, but for this edition, which is edition 3, it's 2 years in lees on vats and then 3 years in bottle. And that's compared to about 30 months in bottle with yellow label Veuve Clicquot. So this slow maturing process, the additional couple of years, or usually 2 to 3 years, allows this wine to soften and mellow, and I think it also gives it a little more complexity and structure and probably aging potential. Next, the extra brut part. So Veuve Clicquot is known as a fairly sweet type champagne. The residual sugar in Veuve Clicquot is about 9 grams per liter. With Extra Brut Extra Aged, it is less than 3 grams per liter. The Extra Brut champagne by definition, because it's under 4 grams per liter. So that's a huge difference. And then the final difference I want to highlight is in the yellow label. Most of the yellow label, about 50 to 55%, is based on the current vintage new champagne. Then about 30 to 35% is 1 to 3 year old champagne. So the new champagne gives fresh fruit and spring blossom notes. The 1 to 3 year gives a little bit more riper fruit and summer blossom notes. And then 5 to 10% is the base wine is 4 to 10 years reserve wines, and that adds some honey, nut, and bread notes. So, and up to 3% is more than 10 years of age. So in general, the blend is about 48% reserve wines, and most of it is the current vintage. This is not the case with Extra Aged Extra Brut. So the youngest champagne or youngest wine that makes up this blend is 2014, and they took, I think, 8 vintages for this edition: 1990, 1998, 1999, 2008, 2009, 2012, 2013, 2014. So it's kind of the idea of Krug, and it's taking older reserve wines. It's a totally different champagne, and to me it's really exciting because they've only had 4 editions. And BC, we're lucky because sometimes the rollout of wines in Canada is a little bit slower than in US. So we've actually got the 3rd edition, which is older and has older vintage champagnes in it. So the other difference is that because it's extra aged and it is extra brut, the ageability of this wine is much more. So for regular Veuve Clicquot, probably you're talking about 5 years maximum, but really meant to drink right away, and really a much sweeter style champagne. This Extra Aged Extra Brut, probably like any other vintage champagne that you drink, probably at least 10 years and a much more complexity. The price of this champagne is $111.99 in BC liquor stores, which I think is an incredible price. I think actually is undervalued. If you think about the regular champagne for Veuve Clicquot, it's probably around 70. So for that extra $30, $40, you're getting almost a reserve champagne. And I really like that idea. So I've had it twice, and I'm going to taste it again. I've tasted it with a number of people, and I think everyone's quite surprised because we think we know the style of Veuve Clicquot. And this is really quite different than what you would expect from yellow label Veuve Clicquot. So on the nose, you get a little bit more depth. It's got some fruit, but it's got a little bit more brioche, breadiness, yeastiness, a little bit toastiness, which is supposed to be a hallmark of Veuve Clicquot champagnes. A little bit of citrusy elements, guava, pineapple, tropical elements to it. Just the overall a little bit deeper, and you can almost smell it's not as sweet. So all of us, all the friends that I drank with, we all thought when we said it was going to be extra brut, that it was going to be really dry. Although by definition it's extra brut, there's so much fruit in this wine that it doesn't taste that dry. It's obviously drier and less sweet than Veuve Clicquot yellow label. But it's really not that dry. It's not at the level of even Dom, in my opinion, in terms of dryness. It's got a lot of fruit on it. On the aftertaste, it's got that toastiness, but lots of fruits. Lemon, kind of a lemony peel, a little bit of melons on it, but then that aftertaste of toastiness. It's quite a deep champagne, and I really am just surprised that I didn't know about this product, and so glad that I had a chance to taste it. So my rating of this champagne is 92 points. I, again, think the world of this champagne, and I definitely will be drinking this. I used to love Veuve Clicquot, but now with this new offering, I think I'm going to switch to this if I ever see it in restaurants. Again, fairly reasonably priced, $111. That's not much more, but I think for what you get for it, it's a much more versatile champagne. And I don't know, I'm quite to the moon about this champagne. Maybe I'm overdoing it, but I really like this product. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.